Hi guys, this is Radhika here again. I hope you all are doing well. So, today I wanted to make a video on how to deal with injustice. For those of you who have been near narcissists and not been a flying monkey for the narcissist or not been on the narcissist side, um, you would have felt this. Like, you would have felt that. Um, a sense of injustice. So you feel like something isn't right, something that is happening doesn't sit well with you as a person. And it's not always that the narcissist is targeting you per se, the narcissist might also be targeting someone else. But you will still have this feeling that what is happening is not the correct thing and it should not happen. Um, so yeah, basically, we all, whoever has been through this kind of a situation, has this feeling of injustice. And this can this can manifest at other places too, because in the whole world there is a lot of injustice. Like, if you think about it, why is there poverty in the world? Why are there people who are wasting tons of food every day? And at the same time, there are people who are dying of hunger. So, if you actually look at the whole scheme of things, you will find so many things that seem unjust, that don't make sense, that it doesn't feel like this should be the way things are. Um, but yeah, so basically such people also get very triggered by political scenarios. If you are an environmental activist, you will get very triggered if someone is harming the environment in a way that you don't want them to. Or if you have very firm political opinions, you might feel that someone else, like the other political party, is unjust. And just in general, if you are a well read person, if you keep up with international news, you might feel injustice in different places in the world. And all these things will trigger you because it will ultimately remind you of a time when there was some injustice happening. And maybe you were a child, or maybe at the time you did not have um, the means to stand up for yourself or stand up for what is the um, correct result in that situation. So that gives, all of that together gives a big sense of injustice. And that injustice can also manifest in different ways, like feeling hurt, feeling angry, feeling depressed, feeling like this world is not a good place. All those feelings that we have manifest from this feeling of injustice, because we all have an inner morality and we come to this world with that morality. That's the um, that's the inner understanding that we come to this world with. That is why, even if we have 10 friends and all of those 10 friends are bullying a person, or they are troubling an animal, uh, that one person who has that inner morality and is listening to it actively will still not participate with those 9 people. And even at a very young age, someone can have that much of courage to step aside from that situation. So yeah, this inner sense of morality which we all have, which kind of gets lost in this world somewhere, because we all have to fit into this world. So that gives a sense of injustice, especially around narcissists, because narcissists go against the law of nature. You can keep giving them love, but they are never going to return your love with genuine love. They are never going to return your care with genuine care. They might show you like an illusion of love here and there, especially covert narcissists. But it's you will know it's not true. It's just a phase that they are going through. Probably they just want to show they are a particular way in that phase, and that's why they're acting out that way. But there's no real love there. So yeah, basically you can kill yourself doing good things for them, and they are not going to notice. Probably if you die, they'll say, oh, she died so quickly, or something like that. They don't care, it's all about them. So basically this gives a rise to that feeling of injustice, because you are giving yourself away. And from the law of universe, or from the law of nature, what we have seen is usually kind is met in kind. If you plant a tree and you water it you plant a seed and you water it every day, it is going to germinate. If you don't, and it's going to grow. But if you don't water it, it probably will not. If it doesn't rain, and if there's no water retention in the soil, it will probably die. So a lot of things in nature are like that. What you give is what you get. And there's not much, what do you say, covertness in nature. What you see is what you get. Suddenly things change sometimes, but that's the way nature is. So basically, um, this gives a feeling of something that is against the law of the universe. And yeah, and basically, uh, there are two kinds of injustice that you will feel when dealing with narcissists. The first kind is external injustice, which people will do. So by people, I mean the narcissist, maybe some of your loved ones who are in touch with the narcissist and believe the narcissist from time to time, and then the flying monkeys who do the narcissist's bidding for the narcissist. So these people are the people factors who will put this sense of injustice. The other kind is basically, if you are in these thoughts of narcissist all the time, you will get some bad luck. So that will be like a universal kind of injustice. So you will feel like, why are bad things happening to me? And you will feel this like an internal kind of injustice, because you are torturing yourself with these negative thoughts which are from the narcissist. These are not your own thoughts, but you take them on and you keep them within you, and you keep thinking them again and again. So basically, it's stimulus which was given to us from someone, and we are keeping it within us. And because of being in this negative state, we are also attracting other negative things like bad luck. Maybe your tire will you might have a flat tire, or your car battery will get discharged. Something or the other will happen. You will get a parking ticket. Some of these things will keep on happening. So basically, these two things are the ones I think add to that sense of injustice. So how do we deal with them? So the first thing to understand, I feel, that is important, is that okay, bad things happen to you, and they did. No one is denying that. Things that should not have happened to you as a good person, because you are a good person, did happen to you. But that's the way, that is also the way the universe is. Sometimes bad things will happen to you, but they happen to you because you have to learn something from them. And if you are going through, if this is like the second or the third video on narcissism that you are watching, you probably will not want to hear this. In the beginning, we just want to learn things. But after the learning phase, there comes a phase when you are like, okay, now I know everything, but now what do I do with the knowledge? So that's when this learning phase comes in. Like, you understand everything, and you try to figure out, okay, so what is this telling me? And it's hard to do that in the beginning, because you have to go through this cycle. It's something that no one can skip it. You can't suddenly start, as a baby, you can't suddenly start sprinting. First you have to learn how to stand up, how to walk, and then you start running and then sprinting. So basically it's the same process. You first have to learn, and then after you are done with the learning, then you feel like, okay, now I have all this knowledge, now what do I do with it? So that's the phase when this will make sense to you, that okay, bad things happen to you, but that does not make you a victim. You were a victim and those things were happening to you, but now if you now you are a victim by your own choosing. If you want to be in that victim mode, even now after you have learned all this, you can, it's up to you. But if you want to let go of that victim mode and now empower yourself, now tell yourself that now I know what it is, and now I'm going to move ahead of this place. And so that is the first step, I think, going from the victim mode to the empowerment mode. That's the first step. And then when you take that first step, it will feel good. It will feel good not to be a victim anymore, and instead trying to, like, deal with the situation instead of always feeling sorry for yourself. So I think that is the first step that we need to take. The second step is understanding the bad luck, because really thoughts matter a lot. If we are in this narcissistic cycle of always thinking negative things, things that happen to me, things that the narcissist is doing to other people, how everyone's life is bad around the narcissist, plotting revenge stories in your mind, and all those things, it's all negative thinking. And it's okay, we all think about those things after we have been through this, and that's totally human to be that way. That's totally fine. But after a while, after you have been through that, then we need to realize, okay, that is why I was manifesting all the bad luck. It was not the narcissist. Because the truth is, we can always say that other people are bad luck, but the truth is that we take on the feelings and the thoughts of the other people, because we don't know yet. We don't know it yet because we don't see thoughts. If you see an object in your hand and someone gives it to you, say if I get a bracelet from someone, and as soon as I wear the bracelet, I have bad luck, everything goes wrong. It's very easy for me to pinpoint and say that this bracelet is bringing me bad luck. But thoughts and energy and your feeling or vibration are not like that. You don't see them with your naked eyes. So it's so even if someone just looks at you in a way, in a particular way, and you feel like, oh, am I looking fat? They are actually looking at you, they are actually transferring this feeling to you via their look. It's not your imagination, they are doing it. So you have to understand this and protect yourself from these thoughts. Like a narcissist might have told you that you are worthless, and now you have this thought, you have this feeling, emotion, thought that they expressed via words. You heard it, it got registered into your system, and now you are carrying it with you. And a lot of narcissists don't even use thoughts, they use manipulative methods. They don't use words, so they might seem very nice and sweet, but as you would know, they are doing all these bad things behind the scenes. So all those bad things, they if you pick up on those things, and if you just by their expression, maybe you make something to eat and they don't like it and they make a particular expression, they don't even say anything to you, but you get this thought or this words or these feelings that this is not tasty, and you carry it with you because you have cooked that food. And basically that's what the bad luck is. All the thoughts that were transferred to you, all the energy that was transferred to you by the narcissist. And before if it's your first experience, we don't know this, okay, we don't understand this completely. That's why we feel what they are feeling, and we carry it with us, and we keep getting angry at them that why are they thinking this way, because I'm not this way. And we keep on proving to them that what you're thinking is wrong, and they are not interested in listening to anything else. They just want to trouble you, which they have succeeded in doing. So basically, what I would say is understand the bad luck that you had been seeing around you, and understand that the only person who can control your luck is you. No one else can do any kind of black magic on you or wish bad for you. Nothing like that. You have complete control over your destiny, no matter how much powerless you feel sometimes. That's just a momentary thing. You are very powerful, so you control your own destiny. And similarly, you don't control anyone else. The only person you can control is yourself. You can't control people around you. So yeah, that's the second point. And then the third point I wanted to say is that, um, now that you have this feeling of injustice, it's actually a great thing, because it's a tool which shows you this is right and this is wrong. And this will help you, even though you might be getting triggered by the injustices of the world. It's a good thing because it is showing you the right direction, not just in your narcissistic situation, but in other situations in the world as well. And it is kind of pushing you to go on the right path. And the right path is that of good, of light, of goodness and love. And if you are going on that path, it is a difficult path, because only empathetic people usually take that path. People who feel other people's pain. Like, even if you have a full tummy, if you see someone who's hungry on the street and you feel bad for them, that shows that how empathetic you are. You don't think you are just this one person. You do care about someone, something that is external to you, that is probably um, not it's not something that is going to add value to you in a materialistic way, but in a soul way it is going to add value to everything, not just to you, because you realize you are everything. So yeah, basically it's a good thing if you feel injustice, because that shows that you care, and it's a good thing to care, especially in a world which is becoming uncaring. It is very rare to care for something. And although I don't think it is becoming uncaring, I think it's like there's all kinds of people. So yeah, but if you come from an uncaring situation and you still have that ability to care, that is something. So yeah, that's a great thing. And I think we can use it in our advantage, and the one way we can do that is try to do something good, like something, even something very small, like keeping bird seeds out for birds, or just going to some charity which is in your area, in your local area, and doing something good. So basically, we all realize that we cannot change the whole world at once. But if you get this realization that I want to do something good for the world, and you start doing it, it really takes away this sense of injustice. It does, because you feel like you are doing something about it. Maybe you are not doing something about the situation in the past, because there is not much you can do about the past, it is the past. But you are doing something about some other thing in the present. You are helping out someone in some way, and that counts for a lot, because I don't know how exactly, but I would just say try it out. Just try to do something good for someone. Maybe just keep like a change of $2 in your pocket. And if you take the public transportation, and if you are in a city that has homeless people, and if you see a homeless person singing or doing something, asking for money, just give it to them. And I mean, you will these are very small things. I don't know how they help. I really don't know. But this is my experience. I used to feel a lot of injustice in this world, and I used to feel there is not I used to feel very uneasy. I used to feel restless. Like, I used to feel like, what can I do about it? So, the thing you can do about it is do something good, anything good. And it doesn't even have to be related to the situation which triggered that feeling of injustice. It could be anything, but you will get this feeling that you are doing something good for the world, and that will somehow magically transform this feeling of injustice. And injustice is a feeling of victimhood, right? You feel like something unjust is being done, and it will take you from this feeling of victimhood, of injustice, to a feeling of power. Not bad power, not ego power that I can control, but power as in I am doing something. I'm serving my purpose. I'm serving something. I'm serving someone in this world. And that will take you to a place of empowerment from that place of victimhood that you were in. Yep, so that was this video on how to deal with injustice. I hope this helps you. If you have any more tips, please do comment. And I am actually, maybe I'll make another video for it. So yeah, that was this video, and I wish you all a lot of love and a lot of light. Thanks. Bye.